Our British police are admired the world over. Now 4 police officers from across the globe are heading to Britain to learn about our frontline policing techniques.
I know about the bobbies.
I've watched a bill at some stage or another.
And they are very polite.
Hoping to develop their skills, officers from Samoa, Colombia, Zambia and the Australian outback will learn how the UK police deal with troublemakers.
We are called pigs.
Pigs like animal?
So far they've faced drunks and disorder on a typical Friday night.
I think all coppers suck cock.
Feuding football fans and hardcore riot training. This week, the officers are in Birmingham experiencing everything from policing prostitutes to protecting royalty.
Wow, that was wonderful.
It's a far cry from their police work back home.
We always deal with matters in a very peaceful way.
What will they make of British law and order?
It's single-handedly the most shocking thing I think I've ever seen.
What a contrast, man. What a contrast.
Can they teach us a thing or two about how to police?
We're not as strict as you guys are out there. We're too soft out here.
And will their experiences in the UK make them better officers in their home countries?
So the idea in UK?
Oh, I think the experience is invaluable for me. That's something which I'm certainly going to put on my CV.
This is Police Academy UK. Last week in the West Midlands, 4 international officers were thrown in at the deep end of city policing. After a hardcore local derby, which shocked Aussie outback copper Luke.
They're like bloody savages, mate.
They were sent to riot training to toughen them up. Where shy Samoan Constable Usafono, who wants to prove that she's a match for any male officer, finally found her voice.
I'm here to arrest you. Step away from the door.
Our 4 international officers are starting their second week with the West Midlands Police in Birmingham. And they're beginning to find their feet in the big city. Zambian Assistant Commissioner Alfred Nawa is relishing the experience.
I like the challenge of the city. I like the confusion of the city, because it is from the confusion of the city where you learn quite a lot of things.
Uncompromising Colombian Colonel Gonzalo Londoño is from Bogotá, one of the most dangerous cities in the world. He's feeling right at home in Birmingham.
When I first saw from the window Birmingham, I was just reaching home. It's like my home city.
Constable Luke Ellsbury from the Australian outback is getting his first lesson in policing a vast city-sized population.
I'm used to policing in a small country town, so yeah, I'm trying to adapt my my style and technique to fit in a little bit better.
Also out of her comfort zone, but learning fast, is Samoan Constable Usafono Latu.
I'm happy to be in a city like this. It's a good experience to see how it goes with the police in order to man a big city. It's like every day I'm learning new things as well, not only from the police force, but for me as a female.
This week, they're going to be put through their paces as they experience the extremes of British policing, from antisocial behaviour to anti-terrorism. And at the end of the week, 2 of the officers will be selected to police a very special event, a visit by a member of the British royal family. This evening, 2 of our overseas officers are heading out on a special operation designed to curb a growing problem in the West Midlands: crime and antisocial behaviour on city buses.
Hi.
Usafono will be out with officer in charge, Sergeant Rowena Farley.
Hi Alfred, I'm Ben. Nice to meet you.
And Alfred is teaming up with Constable Ben Westwood. Usafono and Sergeant Farley are in an unmarked car which can follow buses unnoticed while tapping into the onboard CCTV in a technique pioneered by the West Midlands team.
2 cameras on the top deck of the bus, and what this does, it shows us what the people on the bus are doing, and if they commit crimes, the marked car will come in, stop the bus and deal with the offenders.
Alfred and Ben in the marked car follow at a discreet distance, ready to respond.
We do proactive operations to not only try and sort of install a bit of trust and confidence within the travelling community on the network, but trying to educate the young people on there as well. So it's sort of a two-pronged attack, really. We don't want to victimise people or be too hard on people, because a lot of the time, especially young people, they don't understand that their behaviour is particularly troublesome. They just think they're just messing around.
As well as responding to crime, this operation is a chance for the West Midlands Police to engage with groups of youths and send a strong anti-social behaviour message.
That's our bus.
This one here?
Yeah, I've got signal.
The number 37 bus has a history of incidents, but not all passengers cause problems.
He's enjoying himself, he's got his music going. He's having a right little pop. He's got his earphones in as well, bless him.
Everyone's behaving themselves, Alfred.
Oh, yeah?
Everyone's being good.
No, it's not good for me.
Not good for you.
I want action.
Despite a slow start, Usafono is impressed Sergeant Farley is leading tonight's operation.
Back home, it's difficult for a female officer to lead an operation or to, to be an instructor for something, because males actually listen to males better than the female. So it's like a gender issue in Samoa. So I'm quite happy that I get a chance to finally go out with a sergeant.
Good. Hopefully you'll be able to see the policewomen in action as well.
It's great to see that female here are quite tough though.
We try.
Constable Usafono Latu is from the island nation of Samoa, where there are only 80 female police officers.
I think there's an unequal treatment between males and females in Samoa, especially in the environment that I work in. Most of the time we're discriminated by the guys, telling us that we're not useful. With your female officer, you're expected to done all the paperwork, just like when you're doing all the housework.
But in her first few weeks in the UK, she's been inspired by seeing female constables on the front line of policing.
Female can do just the same as the boys, and what I've seen so far in the UK, there's no difference between females and males.
Back in the West Midlands, things might be about to hot up. A large group of teenagers have just boarded the bus.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, group of about 7 just got on. Just for your information, there's a group of 7 just got on the bus and gone straight to the rear, so we may have something happening.
So we'll just get a current location for the bus.
Lee, can you stay pretty close to this bus?
Yeah, we'll try.
This is a huge group now. Yeah, you've got a large group on the back of the bus. It's more sort of antisocial behaviour, really.
Yeah, no problem.
Even if they're not breaking the law, large crowds of youths and rowdy behaviour intimidate other bus users.
I've got one smoking as well, I think, but he's just on the edge of the camera, unfortunately.
That'll be the group just on the back there.
It's groups like this that the West Midlands Police want to get a message across to about antisocial behaviour.
Can you get to him so we can go on and support?
Yeah.
Is this bus?
Yeah, we'll just stop it.
The marked unit takes over as the police decide to stop the bus and have a word with the boys.
Oh, you're under a beige jacket and they're all making to get off now.
Right there. It's Alfred's chance to see UK tactics in dealing with large numbers of raucous teens. Usafono and Sergeant Farley back up the other officers, who now on board can smell cannabis.
Guys, step to the back of the bus for us, please.
Can you sit?
Take a seat.
Now there's a reason to suspect a crime has been committed. The officers decide to search the group, but the boys aren't backing down.
You know,
what? Yeah, carry on.
Okay, you're being evasive, aren't you? Yeah?
No, there's no excuse, there's no excuse.
Okay, no. The officer's seen you walking back up here going, it's the police, it's the police. I don't know what you've got on you, and for that reason you're being detained.
I want to know what
because I suspect... You want to know the section?
Yes.
Okay, we've been smoking here. So suspect...
Have you seen me smoking?
Why are you been smoking here? You're being agitated, you've got something on you shouldn't have.
Look how many people on the bus.
Okay, let's get off the bus. Let's go.
Nah, bro, there's a racist, bro.
Okay, for your safety, you've been handcuffed, okay?
What reason?
Okay, you've been detained for the search.
What search is that? Look. Look this guy, blood.
Give me your other hand. Okay, we're now going off the bus.
You got nothing else to do.
Okay, we're going off the bus now so we can search you effectively, do you understand?
Oh, this camera, man.
Okay, chill out. Okay. Okay, you're acting antisocially. It's very simple. You give your details, we search you, you potentially go on your way if there's nothing on there.
But I don't know what reason. You never gave me a reason.
Because you're too busy shouting. Okay, you're being detained and searched under the Misuse of Drugs Act. I can smell on the bus somebody's been smoking and there smells like there's cannabis.
I came on the bus and smelled cannabis, bro. Don't come.
Okay.
Because I'm black. Is it this why?
It's got nothing to do with you being black.
It does, bro. Look how many people on the bus.
Okay. Okay.
Look how many people on the bus. All come to us.
Would you like to go and take a seat and calm down because you seem very agitated? You need to start giving this chap your details.
My wrist are hurting me.
Okay. Okay. As soon as it's practicable, as soon as you calm down and you're not agitated anymore, I'll release them slightly.
So, what did you say your first name was?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Whilst Alfred takes the suspect's details, he's searched, but has nothing illegal on him.
Free to go?
Aye, safe.
All right.
The group are asked to disperse. But again, even after a direct request from a police officer, they take no notice.
Hey, guys, you need to separate now. Will you stop shouting?
Is it illegal to go home?
Will you stop shouting? You need to start speaking properly.
They don't seem to fear arrest, and their attitude has shocked Alfred.
As police officers, we must be in control. And they are doing that because they know the officers here cannot do anything. Yeah.
Back in Zambia, as Assistant Commissioner, Alfred is used to getting utmost respect. As Head of Community Policing, he tries to help Zambia's most underprivileged, the country's street kids. They may be destitute and homeless, but they still respect the police.
If they behave very well, they are going to make it be rehabilitated and then you go to school and become productive people.
These kids will be given food, clothing, and a chance to get off the streets for good. Back in Birmingham, Alfred is losing his patience with the UK teenagers who have shown so little respect.
From Zambia, correct?
You must have respect. You don't address people you don't know like a guy.
I'm asking you, you get me?
No.
Okay, what is
you
your
can't
name?
address
Okay,
me like
officer,
that.
what's your name?
Yeah, you should have done
Officer,
that.
what's your
Okay?
What's your name,
To
officer?
behave, I can't tell you.
Another bus arrives and the gang pile on. Their brush with the law seems to have had no lasting effect. It's shown Alfred the division that exists between Britain's authorities and its inner city youth.
I think that kind of action the police have taken does nothing. It doesn't teach any lesson to those young people. You know, so how do they stop that kind of behavior? They will continue because they know that even if they continue doing that, the police will do nothing.
But Usafano has taken something positive from the operation.
You're not going on that next.
It was really good to patrol with that female sergeant. She was actually the head of the operation that they were doing.
Okay.
She was quite tough though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really makes me feel a lot of confidence to be a female police officer anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, those kids, They were just bloody mad. Yeah. But actually, when the police gets there, they actually made a big scene of it, and then they started making a lot of noises and screaming, and you know, and the police told them run away, but they did not run away. So.
Did they respect the coppers when they rocked up, or?
Hell no, they don't. They don't even have respect for the cops.
Really?
And they were like, oh, why are you coming here? Saying all those words, you know. Like if those kids were in Samoa, like when we tell them to go, they would actually go.
Yeah.
But these kids are quite actually mad.
No respect. That annoys me.
Yeah, exactly.
West Midlands Police are working to change teenagers' attitudes towards them and have a number of schemes to help try and win their trust and respect. Usafono and Alfred are visiting a Prince's Trust project in Handsworth to learn how the police can help the local youths. Here officers mentor unemployed young people and help them find work. Liz Kernu is one of the team's leaders.
I just want to say thank you very much for not coming in uniform today. As you've probably noticed, I don't wear my police uniform here. Some of our students see uniform as a barrier.
Yeah.
Helping this way means these officers can do something for young people before they end up on the wrong side of the law.
Are you like police officers?
Yeah, I'm a police officer in Samoa. Do you guys want to be police officers?
Yeah, I want to join it.
Really?
Yeah.
The scheme allows police to learn about the problems facing young people. And it's a chance for Alfred and Usafono to meet parts of society they might not come into contact with back home.
I moved away, like, from my family and everything, just to make a new start. I didn't get really accepted because of my sexuality and everything.
No one knows about your sexuality and stuff. What do you mean by that?
Not a lot of people, like, accept, like, gays and lesbians and stuff like that, so that people get bullied over it.
This is the first time that I met a gay person, because I never come across anyone that's just come up to me and tell me that he's gay. But that was really surprised. I was really shocked.
Yeah, I think I too. It's the first time that a person confesses to me that he's gay.
He's gay.
Yeah.
The positive results of this project have left a good impression on our officers.
What is good about this project is that these youth are not in conflict with the law. They are here on their own will, and therefore they put all the best so that they can get something out of it. It's really good.
The towns and cities of the West Midlands have many problems they share with urban areas across the UK. One of these is prostitution. In Walsall, the police run regular red light patrols. Tonight, Usafono will be joining PC Sarah Baggett and Sergeant Barry Greenfield and their team. Before hitting the streets, the UK officers check their kit.
Okay, there's the extendable baton as well, standard issue again. There's the two kind of handcuffs. We've got the rigid handcuffs there, rigid meaning rigid in the middle, and there's also folding handcuffs.
We don't carry handcuffs and batons and stuff like that, so...
None of the officers at all?
None of the officers. We just police like this, so... I think because we get a lot of respect from the public as well, so...
We feel bare.
You know,
without going out with this, we just feel uncomfortable, really.
Really? Yeah. Well, I think if I wear that background, I'll feel uncomfortable wearing that background.
Female police officers make up half of the West Midlands team tonight. So this evening's operation is of particular interest to Usafono, as she's in the UK to see female officers police on the front line.
Do you get much prostitution?
No, not at all. It's not an issue.
So this is all new?
Yeah, this is all new.
As they patrol the red light area, they spot two girls who they believe could be prostitutes. The act of selling sex isn't illegal in the UK, but approaching potential customers, known as soliciting, is.
Basically, we stopped this female last night in the same area.
Same area.
She's got previous soliciting, so it's possible that she's here again. Yeah.
I'm me and my friend at McDonald's now. And that's the truth. Just spoke to him on the phone.
There are no grounds for arrest, and the girls head off into the night. The team spot another woman they believe may be touting for business. She's arrested on suspicion of offences relating to prostitution. Arrests like this generally result in a court appearance and fine, but caught in a vicious circle, these women often will have to go back onto the streets to earn the money to pay the fine.
She was really calm, like she's not that kind of...
Unfortunately, the girls are out a lot, and getting arrested sometimes doesn't faze them. It's just, you know, they don't ever get worried about it.
As the night wears on, they stop more and more girls on the street. A woman is detained and taken to base.
You've been detained under Section 23 of the Misuse of Drugs Act, okay? Purely because we have information that you do conceal drugs in your underwear.
This information means she must now undergo a full strip search.
Right, okay, excellent.
But the search reveals nothing, and the woman is free to leave.
Thank you very much for your time. Yeah. You might have this idea that, oh, the sex workers, they're controlled by this, like, pimp or something like this, and they might run a string of girls, and it's very, very rare, that is. The majority of the times, it's actually their boyfriends.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're both drug addicts. The boyfriend will be out, you know, stealing from shops, and you've got the girl being forced out on the streets, for, you know, to sell sex or whatever sexual services. It's quite sad, really.
95% of street prostitutes in the UK are thought to be funding Class A drug habits. It's very different from Samoa.
What kind of drugs do you come across there?
Mainly just marijuana. It's the most common. Yeah.
Nothing stronger.
Nothing stronger. Just that. Not cocaine or something.
No Class A drugs.
No Class A drugs.
No. Just marijuana.
It was interesting going out in this shift and seeing the females again, officers going out with us. It was quite a surprise for me because hardly where I work is definitely not too many officers, females doing the same job, but they managed to do it as well, so that was really good. It was really good seeing all the actions going and how the police officers done with it. I had a good night though. I'm not really tired, but it was a really good shift and the people were really friendly as well. I really enjoyed tonight.
All this week, the overseas officers are seeing the huge variety of jobs the British copper must be ready to police. At the end of the week, 2 of them will get the opportunity to help police a royal visit. As fans of the royal family, it's this operation which is on the minds of Gonzalo and Alfred back at their flat.
Who do you think this member of the royal family could be?
I don't know. I'm expecting maybe one of... Well, it will be really fine, but...
Maybe it could be the Queen visiting areas.
Any of them will be, I mean, good enough opportunity anyhow to see, especially to see the work of the police and the security team regarding, you know, this kind of dignity. So it will be also fine. To be honest, I've never been that close to a member of a royal family. It's quite a new thing for me.
Okay. There are quite a number of them.
Yeah.
But anyway, whoever will be there, I think it will be a great...
Yeah, sure.
It will be a great opportunity for us.
The royal visit will be a chance for the overseas officers to see UK anti-terror tactics. These involve several specialised units, including highly trained teams of police marksmen. So in preparation, our 4 officers are going to experience first-hand UK firearms training under the careful eye of expert trainer Trevor Bocking.
I understand some of you possibly have fired firearms before, some of you haven't. So very quickly, have you
No.
Never.
Yeah, we don't use firearms.
You don't use,
yeah.
You don't use them at all? They don't hurt, trust me, okay? Yourself?
Yeah, Glock 40 cal.
40
what
cal.
we use.
Right. Gentleman from Colombia?
Yeah, 6 hour.
6 hour?
9 millimeters, yeah.
And?
We carry arms in Zambia.
You do? Yeah. Sidearms and? Do you carry a long carbines?
And even big AK-47.
AK-47s, yeah. Okay, if we can have the weapons loaded up, please.
First up on the firing range is Assistant Commissioner Alfred. Zambian police do carry guns, but as a high-ranking officer, it's been a while since he last fired his. He's a bit rusty.
Yours are tending to come low.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Kneecapped him, mate.
Like the UK, Samoa only has specialist firearms units, so Usafono is an absolute beginner. She's never even handled a gun before.
Keep squeezing and squeezing. That's it, that's perfect.
I'm a bit nervous because this is the first time that I'm gonna go through firearm trainings and actually shot a firearm. I don't think any female officers has the opportunity to do this back home in Samoa, and this is to prove my officers, the male officers that are involved in the firearm section, that even as a female you can actually deal with firearms.
Squeeze. Okay. So what you got is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
10. All 10 on the target.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you say you want to do this job?
Yeah.
Give me your boss's name.
Oh no, oh man. I think I got it. This is surprised. I mean, I think I'm really good at this.
Attention turns to the more experienced gun-wielding officers, Luke and Gonzalo, who are developing a rivalry. And Colombian Colonel Gonzalo isn't a man who accepts second best. "12 years ago, Gonzalo was head of Colombia's battle against drug smuggling through ports and airports. He pioneered the techniques they used to detect trafficking, which led to this 3-ton seizure just days before he left for the UK.
3 tons of cocaine is huge. Everyone has 1 kg of pure cocaine. We are able to detect it. It's a good day for us. We are happy. We are happy.
Once cut down with other substances and sold in single-gram wraps, it would be worth over £1 billion on UK streets. But 3 tons isn't Colombia's record haul. That honour belongs to Gonzalo.
I was working in Cartagena. I seized in the Cartagena port 1 case of 7 tons of cocaine. Going to, in that time, it was an exportation going to Mexico. Yes, it was huge. It was the biggest one, the record one, but this is good enough.
Be it in the war against drugs or on the firing range, Gonzalo is a man who likes to win.
I think we've got enough here for a competition between Colombia and Australia with the handgun. Do you take on the challenge?
Yeah. Let's do it.
The gauntlet's down.
The gauntlet's down.
Good luck, mate.
Let's go for it. Thank you, Jim. What do you reckon, gents?
Whew, that was hard. Hard yakka.
I don't know. It was a little bit quick for me.
Counting head.
Australia.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
Okay then.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I can only see 8 holes.
So can I.
I don't know, but you see how concentrated are they? You see that? You were talking about concentration.
This is the best result. A draw. It's got to be diplomatic, hasn't it?
Yeah.
As the snow starts to fall across the West Midlands, with a couple of hours off, Luke, Alfred and Usafono are relaxing in the warm flat. Gonzalo is heading out to start an evening patrol, but he's still got the results of the shooting on his mind.
I do like the competition in firearms. Of course, I won. I mean, he is good, but not as good as I am.
Back at the flat, a similar discussion is taking place.
I don't think he was happy with the
exactly.
trainers
Because
because
you
they
know
reckon
how-
that one of the bullets.
Yeah, because there has to be 10 bullets, but he only has 8, I think. He missed 2.
You missed 2?
He missed 2. Because I was watching from the back. But he did pretty good.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
He did Colombia proud, I think, with that shooting.
Did Colombia proud with that shooting.
Gonzalo is in the West Midlands to get first-hand experience of UK city policing. Tonight, he's out with Sergeant John DeHaze and the response team.
I've never seen a van covered with snow in my life. What a winter, man.
West Midlands Police receive almost 700,000 emergency calls a year, and the response team can be sent to deal with anything from violent drunks to gangland shootings.
We've got a report of a domestic incident. 2 people in a house are fighting, arguing, and we've got information that somebody at the house may be in particular danger. So that's why it's been graded as an immediate response, and we've now got to try and get through all this traffic as safely as we can.
Domestics are one of the most common incidents that UK cops get called to. They're on the rise in Colombia, so the Colonel will get to see how they're dealt with over here.
Has somebody found you? We've had a report of a disturbance, yeah. You just stay in there, please. Okay. What's going on then?
Nothing.
Why are you crying then? We know something's happened. Would you prefer to talk to a female officer? Yeah? Okay. I've got a female officer to come and talk to you.
The woman alleges her ex-partner has attacked her.
She's made an allegation that you've headbutted her and tried to grab her around the throat. That's obviously an assault. So this officer has got something to say to you.
Trevor, do you want to stand up, mate? Mate, we're under arrest on suspicion of assault. You don't have to say anything right now. You've been feeding up and question something later. Anything you do say may be giving evidence. You've been detained for a prompt investigation of this offence. Brilliant.
We do have this kind of cases. Domestic violence is something that is rising up in our country. Some can be, related with cultural situation, but it's just like this, You have seen that baby, it's so cute. It's quite hard to see that. It's quite hard to see that.
There you go.
Thank you. Sorry.
The man spent the night in the cells and appeared in court a month later, but the case was discontinued. Also braving the freezing temperatures, Luke and Alfred are starting the night shift. They're heading into the heart of Birmingham to find out what it takes to police the city centre at one of the busiest times of the week, Friday night. Luke is out in a response car with PC Catherine Wall. They're ready to answer all high-priority emergency calls. If they get any.
There's been no disorder, no immediates, no breaks in progress or anything like that to go to, which is worrying me because it's Friday night. We should be blatting from one end of the LPU to the other at the moment, but we're not.
It's oh so quiet.
Forbidden to say the Q word, mate.
Yeah, same with you guys as well, then.
Oh, yeah. You say the Q word, especially if you say it over the radio, you'll get slated.
Yeah, universal.
Yeah.
2 days ago, a colleague of mine said the Q word and it just went to pot. Oh, gosh.
I can't say the Q word, mate. I'm sorry, because if I say it, then will be flat out like a lizard drinking.
Yeah.
While Luke's night has started slowly, Alfred has immediately found the action. He's patrolling the pubs and clubs of Broad Street with Sergeant Goodwin.
1980s bar.
Oh yeah, 1980s. I can hear the music. Yeah.
TFC is very busy. I would estimate upwards of 50,000 people here at any one night.
The mood is good-natured, and Alfred's just had to deal with a few polite inquiries from some surprisingly well-informed revellers.
Zambia police. Wow. I suppose.
You know where Zambia is?
I do, yeah.
Okay. It's in Africa? Oh,
yeah.
Very good.
And
yeah?
it's one of the most liberal, democratic societies in Africa. Zambia is actually by 5.
Ah, thank you. Are you enjoying?
I'm enjoying the night. I think the policing around Warwickshire should be tightened up a little bit, but I think the bouncers in the clubs are doing a very good job.
Very good.
They are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
2 miles away, the response team have finally got a call.
Privet close.
Privet close? Sounds like something out of bloody Harry Potter.
All we know is that males attended the address, threatened the occupant with machetes, made off, and then stated that we'd be returning with a gun.
As they head off to find the armed gang, it looks like Luke's quiet night may be over. Luke's home beat is the mining town of Kalgoorlie Boulder, in the heart of Australia's Wild West. It's a place where the locals work hard and play hard. It may be a small town, but you need a no-nonsense cop to police it.
We had a call that it was the bloke with the beard and the hat on, so I'm saying that's probably you. Show me what's in your bag there.
Constable Ellsbury doesn't let anything get past him.
Boys, what's going on here? 636 to Sean Leo and Cam Auckland.
Oh, we tried to get a bit out of the way so it's not being an offence to anyone.
Well, obviously, you can't drink in the street, so you're going to receive an infringement for street drinking. Don't step on your piss there, boys.
Luke came to the UK to learn from the British cops and experience big city policing. He was thrown in at the deep end at a vicious local derby.
This is single-handedly the most shocking thing I think I've ever seen.
And given a crash course in advanced police tactics. Now he's ready to tackle Birmingham's street crime head-on. And back with his response team, he's on his way to intercept an armed gang. Several units are en route, including the specialist firearms team. But just as it looks like Luke may finally be getting into the firing line, the firearms team blow him out. All unarmed units are told to wait.
We've got like 4 police vehicles here. Yep. Everyone's sitting around, can't do a thing because there's been a talk of this supposed firearm being wielded around that no one's seen and no one can confirm whether there is or isn't one. So we're all just
when you state it like that,
doing nothing.
Yeah, when you state it like that, it's a
bit
of a waste of a resource. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, but instead we're sort of stuck here and can't do much about it. But
I've never really looked at it like that because this is what I'm used to.
Luke isn't impressed with this British system.
Being an outsider looking in, to me straight away, that's one of the things that struck me immediately. Just to think that being there's such a high amount of gun crime here, why aren't you equipping your police officers with firearms in order to combat firearms? I don't know, I personally wouldn't police here without a firearm. It's just too risky.
After nearly an hour of waiting, they're stood down.
We've been relieved from this area now. We head back into the city.
Righto.
All right, see what we can come across. You up for that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
At least in the city, Luke might see some action. It's getting close to kicking out time for Birmingham's revellers.
The bloke there, that's the Zambian copper. Hey! Have you had any jobs tonight?
Not very much, just some few guys getting drunk.
We've had bugger all tonight. Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
At times, just the presence of police, you know, people tend to behave.
Yeah, I think that's what it all comes down to, is the police presence.
Yeah.
But despite the number of police about, as the evening wears on, the Friday night crowd get more lively.
I wasn't touching it. I wasn't touching it.
Off you go. What we'll get now, we'll get all these guys a bit hungry, still full of energy, wanting to party a bit, but they're not going to get in anywhere else. So they'll just hang around here for a while.
Yeah.
Giving each other piggybacks and stuff. They're doing your head in.
The mood turns as more abuse is aimed at the police.
Get out the road, mate! Never mind giving me the finger.
For Luke, the lack of respect shown to the police is hard to take.
The police officers here are certainly more tolerant than what I'm used to. Yeah.
Take them a little bit more on the chin than what you would.
Yeah, definitely. That prime example was old mate there giving us the finger as he was walking off, saying something like, get fucked or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't lock him up for that, but we'd certainly give him a move-on order.
Thing is, with guys like that though, if you react to them, you're feeding them basically. You're giving them exactly what they want.
Yeah.
They want to irritate us and aggravate us and get a reaction. So, but just by waving and giving them a smile and saying, have a good night, you know.
Yeah. You can probably tell that I'm getting frustrated that I can't get hands-on and I can't deal with incidents which I would ordinarily deal with in Kalgoorlie because I take such a proactive approach when it comes to these sorts of things. It's hard to stand back and just let things happen.
For Luke and all the overseas officers, it's been a shock to see the disregard many members of the public hold for the police. Taking on new experiences is what their trip to the UK is all about. And since arriving here, seeing snow for the first time is one they can add to their list.
I'm enjoying myself, and I wish I was a small boy. I could go crazy here with these snowboards. They're nice. I didn't know you can mold it like this. Look.
And after a stressful few days, a fresh fall gives a chance for some light relief.
Watch this. Right in the back of the head.
The officers are over halfway through their UK experience. So far, they've been given a taste of British policing in Essex and now in the West Midlands. Soon, they'll venture to Wales. At the end of this week, some of them will be sent on a specialist anti-terrorism operation to protect a member of the royal family.
That's one for the Aussies.
But before that, they must return to the state-of-the-art West Midlands Training Centre to finish their firearms course.
Please don't move, please don't move!
Of course, you've got to get out of the car first.
Using a computer and a gun that fires a laser, officers are put through a series of scenarios without putting anyone in danger.
Police, you hold it! Do it! Do it! You.
There you go.
It's not as easy as it looks, even for the man with the most experience.
Relax. What happened then?
Back in Colombia, Gonzalo is all too aware that making the right choice when carrying firearms can mean the difference between life and death.
There were hard situations, some robbers. They were coming out a house. They were stealing over there. We found them just in the moment. They shoot us. I shoot back. It's quite difficult to see somebody down after you shoot, but they shoot us first. They shoot us first. I mean, It was our lives or their lives, and our mission is to protect the citizen and to protect ourselves, to provide protection.
Back at the training centre, Usafono is up next. There are no female officers in the Samoan firearms unit, so she wants to prove she's as capable of carrying arms as any male officer.
So what we've got here is a scenario here which is a domestic dispute which you're used to, where you got husband and wife have arguments. Okay, there's your house.
Coppers, get away! Go on! Get out of it! Go on! Get out of that door! Get away! Get away from it!
Whoa! Did I just hit the woman?
Unfortunately, she's missed the target.
Now, the danger, and this is something else when we start looking at judgmental training, is that can you make the correct decision? Can you hit without putting anybody else in danger? Because the worst thing would be to hear, to say, I've done everything spot on, I've taken a shot, unfortunately, I've hit the lady.
The exercise has made her reconsider how she feels about guns.
It really makes me change my mind about carrying firearm, because it actually puts pressure on yourself as an officer. You have to make the right decision at that time, and when it happens, it just happens like that.
It's the end of the week, and tomorrow is the day of the royal visit. As the two most senior officers with the most experience in anti-terrorism and policing large-scale public events, Gonzalo and Alfred have been asked to help with security.
I've met many different presidents of different countries, but a royal member of, or a member of a royal family, never in my life. So I will wear this uniform with all my decorations on it.
They still don't know who the VIP is, but as huge admirers of British royalty, they and their families are excited.
¿Aló? ¿Qué hubo, negrita? ¿Qué hubo, bebé? ¿Cómo estás, amor? Te amo. Un beso. My wife, she's concerned about me. I just leave her a message on the internet that I was about to leave to meet the royal family. So she's a real follower of them. So she said that you must make a research before you met them. So she's really worried about me. So I will be okay. I will be okay. Sure. She's lovely.
For Alfred, the royal visit could even be a chance to catch up with old acquaintances.
I admire the Queen, Her Majesty, the Queen of England. And I was so privileged to meet her in 1979 when she came to Zambia. At that time I was on Kitwe, I was doing my Form 1, and I was chosen to be one of the young people to present a bouquet to the Queen. Yeah, so I loved her.
It's the morning of the royal visit, and extensive preparations are underway. The royal party will be attending a parade and church ceremony to honour a territorial army regiment back from Afghanistan. Alfred and Gonzalo still don't know the identity of the VIP, but have arrived in their smartest uniforms at the prospect of meeting the Queen.
I'm the security coordinator for today's royal visit, which is the royal visit of the Duke of Gloucester. 21st in line to the throne.
Well, we have not now who is the member of the royal family who is coming.
The Duke of, the one that is coming, the 21st on the line of royalty, is the Duke of, what is the name of Duke of?
His Royal Highness, the Duke of Gloucester. Yeah.
So who's coming then?
But whether they remember the name or not, the royal visit is a chance for our officers to see anti-terrorism techniques put into practice as they shadow key police units during the visit. With the official terrorist threat level in the UK set to severe, both the military and royalty are potential targets, and the police have to commit substantial resources to protect them. There are specialist firearms units on standby. Alfred and Gonzalo have seen the level of training these units go through, but this is where it all comes together.
You can go for Glocks, G36, carbines.
That's Heckler and Koch. Heckler and Koch?
Yeah.
Heckler
and Koch.
5.56, she is safe.
Is safe now?
Okay, yeah, safe now, yeah.
The biggest potential danger is when the Duke of Gloucester and the military stop in the church for the service.
He will bark, but he's okay if you want to come round and have a look.
It needs to be checked for bombs, so Alfred's helping.
We're going to use the dog to search these premises. I've learned that dogs are very effective and can do wonders more than what a human being can do.
If the dog gives an indication, the dog will just sit in front of the possible hide, and it's then for Paul then to go and sort of examine the area more thoroughly and see if there's an actual device there or anything like that. Get on.
Gonzalo walks the route of the parade with the security officer, Inspector Paul Jackson. They're making last-minute checks.
What I want to do is walk his route, and just, although officers have been through here, it's like I want a quality check. So, you know, just sake of argument, empty building there. You know, has anything changed? What I'm looking for, has anyone broken in?
As the start time draws nearer, it's the final stage of the job. Crowd control.
This potentially is one of the most vulnerable moments.
Yeah. All right.
But as you can see, I'm not too excited.
Crowd controlled. It's safe for the parade to start. Alfred and Gonzalo are both hoping for a chance to meet British royalty. And as the Duke approaches, it's now or never.
Zambia. Zambia. Have you been here before?
No.
What do you think of all this snow and ice?
Marvelous.
You could understand the accent.
Well, I'm trying.
Fred, last time I was in Zambia was the funeral of your president.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which was what, 2 years ago?
Yes, 2 years ago.
Very nice man.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Wow, tell me. That was wonderful. I tell you, I can't just talk here because people laugh at me to say how excited I am and how happy I am. So I'll tell you after the parade. You should have taken as many pictures as you... But it was okay, eh? Cool.
Just around the corner, and unaware of Alfred's encounter, Gonzalo also gets an opportunity to meet the Duke.
Hello, sir.
You on a visit?
Yes, sir.
Where have you come from?
I'm a Colonel Gonzalo Londoño from the Colombian National Police.
Oh, right.
Good to see you, sir.
You just met the Duke of Gloucester.
Yeah.
So,
I just gave him my best salute on behalf of my force. It was a nice moment. It was not on the plan, but it seems like this uniform is taking the attention of the UK people here. Good.
Alfred heads back, and the ever-competitive Gonzalo can't wait to talk about his brush with royalty.
I am sure that Alfred must be jealous because of that, you know. Alfred!
Hi!
My friend! You lost the moment, man.
That was wonderful.
I told you, man. So he approached me and said, oh, where are you from? We shake hands, and I gave him my best salute.
Oh, it was nice. I spent almost 10 minutes with him.
Oh, you had a chance. I didn't know that you had a chance to talk.
Yes, talked a lot. It was nice. I felt so honored.
For sure.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Enjoyed the day.
So, we made it, man.
He's so a humble man, eh?
Yeah.
So gentle.
Yeah, so gentle, so humble.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
It's been a successful royal visit for all involved. Alfred and Gonzalo both met a member of the royal family whose name they will now never forget, and the Duke survived the day unscathed. It's the end of the Foreign Officer's 2 weeks of modern city policing. They're getting ready to head to Wales and the final leg of their journey.
I'm well and truly ready to move on. I think maybe this place is just a little bit too big for me.
I know that we have to move. I mean, there is nothing that we can do about it, and actually it's good that we can go to other places and know other police officers, different forces. It's part of the journey.
I'm really quite happy to move on, and I'm just hoping that Wales, it's gonna be like Essex, you know. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna be busy as this town.
Birmingham alone is not UK, so I need to move. So bye-bye, Birmingham.
Next time, the 4 foreign officers move on to the valleys and towns of South Wales, where they see the sights.
That is the most ganja I've ever seen with my own eyes.
Well, I think you'd call that a good party.
And meet the locals. Before heading back to their own countries with new ideas for their forces and for their futures.
I think this has actually made me realise that I really wanted to be the first female police officer to be the commissioner in Samoa.
You can see that final episode next Sunday at 9. So Quahog's resident cop Joe is leaving the day job behind to train for the Olympics. Your Family Guy double is next. Then rounding off your weekend with more comedy genius, check in for a double dose of The Smiths from 10:45.